Can I get a hip hip hooray for Lippert's peeling furniture? We all love that stuff, don't we? Well, these are my recliners. I covered them about 1.5 years ago. I got a video on the channel for that. I try to link it down below. Bought a cover on Amazon. It went on pretty easy. It stayed secure. It looks good. So pretty happy with that fix. Certainly not happy with Lippert's peeling furniture, but that was a relatively simple and inexpensive fix. Now in the background you see blinds. This thing come with those accordion brown blinds, and they were just torn up. So I just replaced the blinds. That video is coming soon. It'll be, I don't know, before this video, after this video, but it'll be on the channel shortly. Well, in that process of putting up those blinds, I crawled it back and forth across my dinette. Rarely set my dinette, unlike my recliners that got used all the time. But crawling back and forth across the dinette, and it looks like this disaster. It is peeling everywhere. It went from 0 to this in just a few days, crawling back and forth, putting up blinds. So this is just disaster beyond disaster. I mean, we can see this stuff is just peeling right off of here like it was never attached in the first place. You know, it's just making a giant mess. I got the table down because it catches some of that crap instead of letting it get all on the carpet. But you know, these covers are nothing more than vinyl pillowcases. Unzip this, and you can see there's a piece of foam inside which is in perfect condition, and it's just covered by vinyl pillowcases. And there's square or nearly rectangular pieces like that, bigger rectangular pieces on the bottom, small little rectangular pieces, and then there's just these odd corner shapes. But basically this is just a vinyl pillowcase covering all of these blocks of foam. I thought, oh, this will be simple. I'll find some covers and just change them out and be done. Couldn't find anything anywhere to begin with, so I ended up calling Lippert, as much as I hated to. And they said, yeah, we can give you some more of this crap. Maybe it'll peel and maybe it won't. But it's going to cost you $600. And they wouldn't do anything to help me out, any kind of discount, any kind of nothing for this. It's just going to cost you $600. So I thought that was crazy. So then I started looking at the vinyl shops in town, you know, furniture recovers, upholsterers, you know, automotive upholsterers, marine upholsterers, and checked with a bunch of them. You know, I got prices from $3,000 for pillowcases, $2,000, $1,500 for pillowcases. And I thought, man, this is just insane. I thought Lippert was insane, but these are insane. So I kept looking around the internet. I finally found a company that makes these covers. I've got it on order. Haven't even seen it yet myself, but they're coming. And I'm going to try to install them and clean up this mess, and we'll see what that looks like. So recliners, pretty easy fix, even though I never thought I would have to. This is more difficult in finding something that's just not crazy priced. I don't think it'll be too hard to replace them, but we'll see what happens here when these come in the next day or two. All right, this is what I got. I guess I could do an unboxing, but it's not a box, it's a bag from Sensible Home Decor. So yes, we'll see what's in here. And in the bag is a shrink wrap bundle, and in the bundle, this is the covers. Look decently made. I guess this is going to be good. Certainly be better than the peeling mess I got now, but I guess I'll get them sorted out and figure out what I'm going to do. Alright, if we look at the Lippert peeling pillowcase, this is the seat side, and it's peeling, the one that's peeling. The back side of it doesn't have any of that pleather. It's a kind of a fabric type material. If you look at the covers I got, these are designed, they have a front, and then they just have a like a bungee type strap. I don't know if we can see that. Are we getting any light? Bungee type strap around the back of it, so the back's going to be open, which there's nothing on the back exposed. That doesn't matter to me anyway, but just trying to decide if I want to try to keep this pillowcase or take the foam out and put it in there. I guess I'm going to see how hard it is to clean this up, and then decide on whether I want to do all that and just stick this whole thing inside the cover, or take the foam out and stick it inside my new cover. Alright, so I got this fairly stiff like garage floor brush. Took the handle off, and can I get this in the screen? I can't see if I can tell what I'm doing hardly. Alright, so if I take this brush and brush, this stuff pretty much comes right off. Well, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Well, some of it comes right off. Some of it peel off my hands. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to do this for this whole dinette. I guess I'm going to go ahead and finish trying this one and then see where it gets me. I don't know, that is so nasty. Alright, let's try taking the cover off and see how that goes. This thing is just leaving like a ton of dust that I'll probably never vacuum out, and leaving snibbles that are probably be around for ages to come. I don't know. So let's try without the cover. Okay, along with all the flakes that I'm peeling off, this just creates a whole ton of Lippert pleather dust. It's disgusting. I don't know if cleaning it is a good idea. I'm gonna clean this shit up and then try the foam without the Lippert peeling pleather cover. All right, here's the foam piece. I got it out of that cover, and then I had to vacuum it because it's full of dust. So hopefully, after all that scraping I just did. But in case you're wondering, there's the Lippert part number for my dinette cushions and covers. I recognize that from my email from Lippert, where they want to charge me $600 to replace the crap that they produced in the first place. So now let's try the cover, my new cover on this. Alright, same cushions. There's my peeling cushion. This is my cushion with the peeling cover removed, and my new covers that I bought put on. So again, the Lippert peeling covers have a little different back to them, and then this without the cover, just foam, that's what it's going to look like. That'll never be visible. I don't guess it doesn't bother me or doesn't matter to me, but just to let you know, if you're considering this, this is what it's going to look like. So I guess now it's trying time to change a few others. Alright, when I was ordering these covers, you had to go through and get sizes for everything to place your order. So this is that dinette in bed mode, laying down. So I got all the cushions except for those strange little corner cushions. And then I have size, you know, I had to measure sizes for everything. So I was trying to figure out, okay, all these covers, I kind of got them pulled out. They all kind of look the same when I'm looking at them in a pile, but they have a tag on the inside of them. And can we see that? So there's my 42 by 20 by 4. There's my 42 by 20 by 4. If I look at another one, this says curved corner. So there's a cover for that strange little corner section that is in the back side of the dinette. So this is going to be easier than I first thought. So here's my biggest cushion cover on. So again, it's just kind of like putting on a fitted sheet, only you can flop the mattress around pretty easily. So 2 down, several more to go, and then we'll take a look. All right, all the square rectangular cushions are super simple to get on. Like I said, the covers fit just like a fitted sheet, only you can flop the mattress around, so it makes it very easy to install those. But this is the corner cushion. I could not figure it out for the life of me. This is my second one. So to get the first one on, I tried several things and I thought I flopped it around, but just nothing. It looked like heck, just would not fit right. And I thought, well, man, they made these things wrong. So I went and looked for some customer service from the company, and no phone number. That usually is a bad sign, but they had a text and they had an email. So I texted them on a weekday late morning, and I got back near an instantaneous response. It was within a couple minutes, and they sent me a picture on how it should look when it's done, and gave me one tidbit that I really needed, or was really helpful, is that this tag, that tag there, goes on the short side of this cushion. So if you look, I guess you can tell in the video, this side over here is actually shorter. When you're looking from the corner, is shorter than this side, and that's the way it goes into the corner of that booth. So that tag goes on to towards the short side of this corner cushion. All right, then one other thing I didn't mention is this thing has a buckle kind of in the middle of this cover, and that buckle needs to come right down the corner of that piece. So I'm going to get the label to the short side, and then try to get this buckle so it comes down the middle, and get that on. And again, this thing is in the orientation that it would fit back in the corner. This is the way it goes onto the into the booth. And so just wrap that around. Get that around. I'm going to flip it over. Kind of get that corner in. And I'm sure I'm going to have to do some adjustment. But once it's on, then I'm going to take this buckle and buckle it, and as with the other one, I had to, well, knock the camera over, and so as with the other one, I had to tighten this strap quite a lot, pull that down. So then you've got to go through and kind of, the corners are not lined up, so get the corner. That corner's fairly well lined up on that side. Go over this side. These corners are not really lined up too well. But that is it. So I'll probably do a little more fit in that. See, that corner's still not lined up. But I'll do a little more fiddling. But I think you get the drift. Once I got the text showing how it goes, it was pretty easy. And then again, if we look at the back side of this thing, so that's exposed. When again, you'll never see it when it goes on the booth. And then that buckle kind of goes down the center line of this. It's not quite center. So I've got to do a little bit of fiddling, a little bit of adjusting, but once I got that from the company, it went on just as easy as you just saw after I fought with it for an hour and couldn't figure it out. Just got to know how to do it. One neat little trick I discovered while I was trying to get that corner cushion on that really even applies to these rectangular cushions like this one is if you get your hand in here right at the corner and you can feel the corner of the foam with the bottom of your fingers, and you can feel the seam with the top of your fingers, and then just line those up. So that makes it fit, gives a nice fit to the whole cushion cover when you do it that way. All right, a little past the halfway point. You can see we've got Lippert's disgusting peeling pleather on the right, and then we got our new covers on the middle and the left. What an improvement. So just looks light years better. Couple creases in the covers from packed up for shipping and that kind of thing, but I'm sure those will sort out. If not, I guess I could always throw them in the dryer or something. But I am more than pleased with getting rid of that disgusting mess that's tracking all over the camper. Even when we don't touch it, somehow it multiplies and spreads like a freaking disease from China. All right, there it is, done. And my gosh, does it look 100% better. I'll try to cut in a before picture here real quick, but it just looks so much better than all that peeling pleather. But now, if you look at this, there's this top mount cap that the cushions kind of slide under to hold them in position, is covered in pleather too. And that crap looks almost as bad as all the cushions did. So what I did is when I ordered my covers, I ordered a piece of extra piece of fabric. So I'm gonna pull this piece off. I'll just wrap it and staple it and put it back down, so it'll all be pretty too. So I think I'll get this video on the channel before I do that. I'm getting ready to go camping in a couple days, and I don't think I'm going to get to it before I go camping. So I'll put it up, and then I'll come back and I'll do a little short video on fixing these top caps. Okay, and one more look with the table in, and boy does it look nice. I paid for all this with my own money. Figured out this these covers all on my own. I spent a month probably searching, trying to find something that would work. Couldn't find anything online until I found these, and local reupholsterers were thousands of dollars, just crazy, like I think I talked about earlier. So this has just been perfect. So if you've got this issue, I've got the solution. So please like and subscribe. Lots of videos on the channel, RV videos, e-bike videos, some kayak videos, so pretty much anything if you're kind of an outdoor enthusiast. Got blinds coming up on the channel. So that's what started this whole process, was crawling across the dinette to put the blinds up. So that's coming soon if it's not already there. So please like and subscribe. It helps grow the channel, helps us do more of these videos, and we will see you in the next video.